thought I'd change it up a little bit and get my fish going this way. What do you think? Hi, Nemo. He's keeping an eye out on things. My buddy, Snoopy, here we are. We're here for story time, and I've got a doozy of a story for you today. It is The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse, and it was written by Paul Galdone. Yeah, guess what? It's not about fish. It's about the mice. I can't wait to get into this with you. Here we go. Now, this is supposed to be a classic folk tale. That means it's a story that has been told for generations and generations. Yeah, for a long time. Sometimes the story changes a little bit, but not too much. The story kind of is the same. Here we are. The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Now, I like mice. I don't like them in my house so much, but I do think they're cute. Here we are. Once, a contented country mouse and had the honor to receive a visit from his old friend who lived at His Majesty's court. Now, His Majesty's court means he was royalty. Wow, look at that picture. He's a very fancy dancy mouse. The country mouse was extremely glad to see his guest and very hospitably set before him the best cheese and bacon, young wheat and corn, which his cottage afforded. And for their beverage, it was the purest water from the spring. Well, he pulled out all the stops for his fancy guest. They had a very nice meal. After supper, the two sat by the open hearth and chatted. Now, chatted means they talked. Really, my good friend, said the Town Mouse, I am amazed that you can keep up your spirits in such a dismal place, with which such rustic fare to eat. Well, that was not very kind. Truly, you are wasting your time here. Why, at court there is dancing and feasting and all kinds of merriment. In short, there is never a humdrum moment. But you must return with me tomorrow and see for yourself. Well, I think that Town Mouse was being a little bit judgy, don't you think? Well, let's see what the Country Mouse does. The Country Mouse decided to sleep on it and told his guest he would give him his answer the next morning. Then they retired in peace and quietness for a good night's rest. There they are, they're going up the stairs. The next morning, when the guest was ready to journey back to town, he again urged his friend to accompany him to His Majesty's court. Such pomp and elegance and cuisine ought not to be missed. Ooh, snooty, snooty, Town Mouse. What do you think the Country Mouse is gonna do? You think he's gonna go for a visit? I don't know. The Country Mouse finally consented to go along, so the two friends set out together on a journey. It was late in the evening when they arrived at His Majesty's court, and there in the great dining hall they found the remains of a scrumptious dinner. Ooh, it does look fancy. Look at that. There are a lot of chairs, friends, and you know what? I think that calls for some counting. Yes, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 very fancy chairs. There were creams and jellies and sweet meats, all of the most delicate kind. The cheese was the finest Parmesan, and they wetted their whiskers with exquisite champagne. Ooh, la-di-da. But before they had half finished their delightful meal, they were greatly alarmed by the barking and scratching dog. That would be scary if you were a mouse. Then the meowing of a cat almost frightened them to death. Meow! Ooh, that kitty cat has sharp teeth. And then a whole army of servants burst into the room and cleared everything away in an instant. Well, so much for them having a fancy-dancy feast. Look at all those people coming to clear the room. Should we count? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people came in to clear the table. Wow! I wish I had that many people here to help me. Then Town Mouse was by this time safe in his hole, which, by the way, he had not been thoughtful enough to show his friend, while the poor country mouse could find no better shelter than afforded by the round leg of a sofa. Now that's not very safe, huh? There he waited in fear, and he was trembling till the quietness was again restored. Now, let's see. That's where he was trying to hide. That's not a very good place. It's not safe. Oh my goodness sakes. Ah, my dear friend, said the country mouse as soon as he recovered enough to have the courage to speak. If your fine living is interrupted constantly with fears and dangers, let me return to my plain food and my peaceful cottage at once. For what good is elegance without ease, or plenty with an aching heart? He was so frightened. He was like, he was scared. The town mouse asked his friend to stay and spend the night, but the country mouse said, No, 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 I have seen enough. I shall be off as fast as I can. And he ran out the door into the night. He was like, no way, I ain't staying in this place, it's scary. And he did not stop until he reached the peace and quiet of his country cottage. Now, my friends, that is the end of our story. Now, did that country mouse like it in the town where it was so fancy schmancy? No, he did not. He preferred the quietness of the country. Yes, he did. What a good story. Absolutely. That was the town mouse and the country mouse. I hope you enjoyed it. Friends, that is all I have for you today. I don't know, I might post something for science. You love science, don't you? I know you love science. Of course, we're probably going to have science in my science kitchen. I'll see you in a little bit. I love you. Bye-bye.